All right, now when it comes to meeting women, you think a place like this is appropriate or not?
Nah, this not a.
This is not the place to do it, right?
Nah,
What
it's not. We're gonna
what's
take
the
your
place
shorty.
to do it?
We're gonna take your shorty out someplace nice.
No. I'm talking about meeting though.
Dating wise?
Meeting, just meeting.
Just meeting her.
Meeting a woman, a new woman.
You don't wanna. You wanna meet her someplace nice. You feel me? You don't wanna meet her someplace poop. You wanna meet her someplace nice. Like,
No, I mean like picking up women.
if you wanna pick her up, don't pick her up out
do it
here.
here?
Do not pick her up out here. You heard?
Man, yeah, it's like a cool place to pick a woman up out here.
Nah.
Where's the right place to do it?
Where's the right place to do it?
Yeah.
Not in Manhattan.
Not here?
Not in
Staten
Manhattan.
Island?
Nah, not in Staten Island.
What about you?
Where's a nice, appropriate place to meet a shorty, you said?
Yeah. Some people say this is the right place. Some
I
people
would say
no.
this is the right place.
You say yes?
Yeah, because we all having fun, you know what I mean? It's like everyone's free out here. It's all types of people out here, you know?
Yeah. Okay. What about you?
I have to agree with my boy here because this is like a place where everyone's hanging out, vibing, especially like where everyone's being creative and all that.
Yeah.
I think this is where you can meet everyone's like, you know, talents and all that. So I think it's a pretty good spot to meet some women.
How often do you come out here?
It's my first time coming out here.
Okay. But it seems like an appropriate place.
I mean, yeah, this is my first time coming over here, and I like what I'm seeing here. Like, you know, everyone's vibing, everyone's different. You know, that's what like we want to promote in a community like this. You know. So
What do you normally meet women?
normally like usually like at bars or maybe like bonfires or house parties like that, you know. That's where I would usually meet women, but over here seems like a nice place. Like I never knew that people would all hang out here and be like a nice community.
What about complimenting a woman? Some people say you
Complimenting?
should do it, some people say no.
I mean,
A random stranger like right here.
if you can if you want to, like if you feel like you like them or like if you feel like you guys are connecting, then I think why not, you know?
How do you know if you're connected?
Just see if they're like, you know, having fun, and if you guys are like, you know, vibing out together and all that, I think it's the right moment to, you know, compliment a woman here. They would probably compliment you back.
Because there's a guy who comes here, and all he does is he walks up to women and he says, "You're beautiful." He just walks around the park like over and over. That's all he does.
I mean, how would the woman usually react to it?
I would say like, probably 90% of the people just say like, don't really want to talk to him.
You think so?
Yeah.
Like women, you asked them that?
I'm sorry?
So women say that they wouldn't want to talk to anybody here?
No. I'm saying like 90% of the women don't really want to talk to that guy who says, he just walks up to a random woman and says, "You're beautiful."
Oh, well.
90% of the women don't want to talk to him.
That seems about right, you know, like you know, it's really hard to get a woman, you know, like
You want to say something?
yeah. Look, he's talking to him now.
Yeah. Wait, didn't he just say this is an appropriate place to meet women? He's contradicting himself.
Yeah.
He's breaking his own rules.
Word.
Alright, now, should you compliment a woman in public spaces like this?
Of course. I do all the time.
You do it all the time?
Yeah, I like meeting new people, you know what I'm saying?
What do you got to say about, like, to those guys who say you shouldn't be complimenting strangers out here?
What's up?
What do you got to say about people who say you shouldn't be complimenting strangers out here?
I say, mind your business to them. You know what I mean?
It's true.
Cause you gotta leave your own world, you know what I mean? And I think chilling out here is leaving your own bubble. It's like a social area. Like you see people on the drums out there, you see cute girls everywhere, you see dudes skateboarding, artists, you know what I mean? So not only just for women, more for like networking. So,
Go a long way to social networking.
word. Exactly. You can make new friends out here.
Yep. New experiences and all that. Learn that a lot.
You come here often?
I come here, yeah, every once in a while. Yeah.
Anybody interesting?
What's up?
You meet anybody interesting?
Yeah, I meet all types of crazy cats out here.
Yeah. Who's the
Yeah.
craziest cat you've met?
I don't know. I say like the hobos. They pretty wild.
Yeah.
Like I didn't meet them. Like you know what I mean. Like
didn't
to go
talk
up
to
to them, but you know they
came up to you?
yeah they're bold. Like you'll see them yeah do their thing. You know what I mean?
They're like the most relaxed people out here.
Yeah.
They got nothing to lose, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You learn things too from them too. You know?
You think a man can set his standards too high? Like I know a lot of dudes who, you know, they only want to meet like beautiful women, and then they end up being lonely. And then you got people who got lower standards, and they always got a woman around their arm. What do you think about that?
I think you should be open. Like you shouldn't have high standards because the looks aren't everything. You gotta actually get to know a woman. Because nowadays you don't want to just be fucking around with anyone, because that's how you end up like fucked up too.
What kind of woman are you looking for?
What's up?
What are you looking for in a woman?
I look for a dope girl, like someone who has hobbies. Aside from like obviously I look for looks, you know what I mean? Like a nice butt, you know what I mean?
All the right places.
Yeah, all the right places, but personality goes a long way.
Let's say you go up to a woman, right?
Yeah.
How many minutes do you give it till you know that there's a vibe?
I would say sometimes the first 30 seconds.
30 seconds? So
Yeah,
after
'cause
30
usually-
seconds, you're gonna bounce. If
Yeah, like if it's a weird vibe, I'll be like, I got nothing to lose, so I'm gonna shoot my shot.
Yeah.
She not mine anyway, so I don't care.
Yeah.
Like after this, I'm gonna go vibe with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can a man set his standards too high?
I've seen it happen a bunch of times, and it doesn't go. How you say it? It doesn't go well. You know, like they set their standards too high, and maybe that the chick is not looking for that kind of person, and you'll just be you'll just be lonely and lonely. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, just talk to somebody that you like, and then I mean, if you guys connect like the first 30 seconds, like my boy said, like I feel everything's gonna be all right. Like you just.
Well, how do you know when something's going wrong, though?
When something's going wrong?
In 30 seconds?
Honestly, no. Like sometimes like you could be blind by what you're doing or saying to a chick. I feel like if you're just like, sometimes your buddies can help you out in situations like this. But if you're alone, it's hard. But like if your buddy sees that she's not connecting with you, then you should just move on. You know.
What are you looking for in a woman?
Like all the basic stuff. Love, affection, loyalty, and it goes both ways. If she, we're here to help each other grow. Like if she's helping me, do what I like doing, and I'm helping her what she likes doing, then I think we're a perfect match. Like we're just here to help together. We're here to help each other until we get old and shit like that.
So you said before that your buddies can help you.
Yeah.
Don't you think that women are gonna feel intimidated if 3 dudes walk up to them at the same
Oh yeah,
time?
yeah, of course, a bunch of times. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not saying just because my buddy can watch me from a different, from a far away to just, see if what I'm doing is right or
To see the
wrong.
body language.
Yeah, there's a way to play it. Yeah, like you play your cards right. You just walk up to them and just talk to them. And if they like you, then you just talk to them. But
All right, now you observe them right now.
all right, they're here just to be friends. Like I like what I'm seeing here. Like everyone's vibing together right now.
He's analyzing them.
Yeah, they're all getting to know each other and all that. I think it's pretty good, And we'll see if they want to go another notch. Yeah, I don't crush you.
So you're if you were a betting man, would you say that they're gonna get an IG or something?
Yeah, they can get an IG. I can see that.
Yeah.
If they're fucking with each other, I think they can get an IG and keep in touch. Talk to each other, make moves.
You think like women are trying to get into a relationship with dudes like randomly off the street like that though?
Honestly, like I would like to say no on that because
every woman that I've ever been with has like seen me on multiple occasions on a regular basis,
Yeah.
so they feel like a little bit more familiar with me. And most women, I'll be honest with you, they don't like me the first time they see me.
but then they get to know you, right?
Yeah, they need that time
Yeah.
to know who I am before they can like me.
So yeah, I see. Like, I think when women come over here, they set the standard low. Like they're not here to like look for some dude or anything like that. Like I feel like they're like just here to vibe out with everybody, the crowd. Like here, this is the time to be creative and just hang out. The last thing I think they would expect is to find somebody here. So I feel like they would just when somebody comes up to them, of course they're not expecting any of that. But if they keep talking to you and then they like your vibe, and then I think it'll go out well. You guys can become friends or maybe more than that.
All right, now how important is the way you dress when it comes to meeting women?
Oh, the way I dress? Yeah, it all depends, Like, I like to dress casual. I like to, it depends where we're going. Like, if we're going to the bar.
No, what about if you're just out here meeting women?
Oh, in this park?
Do you see a difference, like when you dress better?
I mean,
or no?
I don't know. I don't know. Like, everyone has their own fashion taste and all that.
Yeah.
And I see, like, people, like, they judge by looks instead of personality-wise, but...
Because I get a lot of people tell me that the way you dress reflects the way you feel about yourself.
Of course, yeah. Like, personality-wise, like, if you're dressing casual or, comfortable, like, people would probably like that, But if you're dressed up all uptight, wearing a suit, they'll probably think you're someone serious, and they probably wouldn't want to talk to you about anything.
All right, let's come back to this gentleman here. How did that transaction go just now?
Oh, it went cool. I'm kind of drunk, so I'm like in between.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So what is your agenda for tonight?
My agenda?
Yeah.
I'm just vibing.
You got any goals?
Got any goals like in life?
No, for tonight.
Oh, for tonight?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to I'm vibing. Not really. I go with the flow.
You just go with the flow?
Yeah, of course.
No expectations?
Nope. I live in the moment. I don't expect anything to happen, so if anything happens, it's lit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Now I was asking him, how important is the way you dress when you're meeting women?
I would say just be yourself. I don't think it's really important unless it's like in a hygiene sense. You know what I mean? You gotta smell good. So as long as you're wearing cologne, you put on deodorant, that's good. You just gotta have your own swag.
So if your clothes are all like out of style and outdated, that's okay too?
Of course, yeah. There's someone out there.
Women will judge you by that though?
Nah, someone out there is gonna fuck with you.
Yeah.
You don't gotta really.
Hard on
Yeah, like you don't gotta follow society. Like I can dress however I want. You know what I mean?
So it doesn't have to be the latest, but you're wearing a bunch of name brand clothes, so.
Nah, that's true. It's my birthday, so I want a little extra out. But,
Happy birthday.
Thank you. But
So you're celebrating out here tonight?
I would say,
Pre-gaming.
yeah, we just chilling.
Yeah.
I'm 23, so I don't care about like parties and shit like that no more.
All right, now what are your thoughts on online dating?
Online dating thoughts?
Yeah.
It's lit.
Is it?
Tinder is
What, you got
bad.
anything out of it?
Yeah, hell yeah. I got a lot of casual relationships off Tinder.
So you recommend it?
Yeah, hell yeah. Tinder.
What do you recommend that you put on his profile?
On your profile?
Yeah.
You just gotta, like I said before, be yourself and upload some dope photos.
You got good photos?
Yeah, but
Describe your photos.
I got some like with my car, you know what I mean? I got some like, showing off my swag. I got a selfie, you know what I mean? You gotta show the ladies how you look. Yeah. Everything's authentic.
Okay, cool. Online dating?
Online dating, it can go both ways. It can go bad or good, depending on how you see it.
What can go bad and what can go good?
I mean, what's good is that, you're looking for a lady, you know what I'm saying? But what can go bad is that there's like thousands of other guys doing the same thing. So it's going to be really hard for her to find somebody unique because everyone's usually kind of the same, when it comes to online dating. And what's bad about it too is that like people have their like second personality on the on the internet, and when you meet them in person, they're like completely different from who they are on Tinder, or online dating in general. So
Have you ever gotten anything out of it?
I mean, yeah, I met my girlfriend on Tinder, so I lived in Hawaii for 3 years, and I brought her here to New York, so I think everything is going pretty good, like without social media and such stuff like that, then I feel like it's easier for people that are like antisocial or like doesn't like talking to people in person, and it just helps them come out of their shell a little bit.
How did you set up your profile?
show like what my friend said, like just personality, just be yourself, you know, like just tell them what you like, what you don't like. Show your photos of what you do most of the time. If you're outgoing, take a picture of yourself going to the beach. Or if you're, you like to stay home and do your talent, like artwork or anything like that, I think it's, cool. Just showcase who you are, basically. Yeah.
Now, whenever I'm in a supermarket or a Walmart, people always ask me, "Do you work here?" If I'm most frequently mistaken for a Walmart employee, what are you most often mistaken for?
Honestly, I really don't know in that question.
People don't mistake you for anything?
Not really. Can you think of anything?
All right, let me ask you this.
I'm fried, nigga.
Yeah, put that shit back on my boy.
Now, whenever I walk into Walmart, people ask me, "Do you work here?" If I am most frequently mistaken for a Walmart employee, what are you most frequently mistaken for?
I would say like a celebrity.
Oh yeah, who?
A whole bunch of people. It's just because of the dreadlocks, tattoos.
People ask you for autographs?
Nah, hell nah. They just think, yo, are you so and so? And I'll be like, hell nah. I'm me. Yeah. Or some shit,
Oh no. What were you doing during the lockdown last year in March and April?
What's up?
What were you doing during the lockdown in March and April last year?
Getting money.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
You were out working?
Yeah, you can say that.
Chasing that bag?
Yeah, I was chasing the bag.
Chasing the bag.
Chasing the bag.
What about you? What were you doing during the lockdown?
The lockdown made me reflect a lot about my life and what I used to do. It's just when everything was locked down. It made me realize that I should be more fit, go out. And what I did was basically the opposite of it. Just play video games, just fucking stayed home, took care of myself, and just cook. Just learn a new thing or two.
All right, now, how did y'all become friends here?
Childhood friends from elementary school.
You met in elementary school, all of you?
Yeah.
How do you remember meeting him? Like
The first time I remember him was in 3rd grade when he got in trouble by our teacher and they had to move his desk outside of the fucking hallway. That's how I remember my friend here. And we weren't close friends until middle school when I went to suspension and I saw him in there too. And it was just funny just seeing each other, like glimpse of high school, middle school. High school is where we got, close, when we just started skateboarding together and all that, when I came back from Texas.
Do you think it's challenging to maintain your friendship for such a long time?
Yeah, it happens, like you lose some of your friends, you gain new friends,
Yeah.
The more you go out, you'll gain new friends, but some of your old friends it's hard to maintain because we all got our other ways of life,
Yeah.
Maybe they're not doing what I'm doing.
Yeah. All right, how do you remember meeting him?
I remember meeting him exactly how he told you. I got in trouble. And I got in trouble in elementary school, like in the 3rd grade. And they moved my desk out in the hallway. Just because I was like a class clown, I was really disruptive. I was always like making fun of the teacher. Just doing dumb shit, like stuff that a little kid should not be doing, you know what I mean? Like getting suspended for cursing, like oh man, my mom used to whoop my ass.
What kind of advice you got for the youth out there?
For the youth?
Yeah.
I would say live your life and like experience everything while you're young, because like the older you get, like it's just like not responsible, you know what I mean? So if you wanna have fun and party, go party. If you wanna chase your dreams, chase your dreams, but stay in school.
Advice for the youth?
Yeah, just be yourself, like don't try to be a follower, and just follow what your heart tells you, and if it hurts you, then don't do it, you know what I'm saying? Like as long as you're good, just follow your dream, pretty much.
Now let me ask you this, if you could redo a part of your life, what would it be?
Redo?
Yeah.
Probably be just me not being myself, like if I could redo that, like I would be myself, like being an adult like showed me that everybody here is cool, you know. Like I used to be like a quiet student in school. I used to not like talking to anybody. Like I was kind of self-conscious about myself. But as I grow older, I noticed that nobody cares about that, you know. Like everybody here is here to have a good time, you know. Everybody wants to, you know, fucking just be themselves. Like if I'm being myself, and you know, I make a lot of friends here now, you know. Like just don't hide, you know. I'm sorry, I'm fucking drunk right now.
What percentage of people do you believe are good and bad?
Good or bad?
Yeah.
There's more bad than good, you know. I mean, we see it a lot, you know, especially in the media, how they portray it.
Yeah.
Makes it even worse, but I still have hope in, you know, in this world where everybody can do good. Like, I give everyone a second chance. You know? Yeah.
So I see you got a lot of tattoos out here.
Yeah.
What do they mean, if anything?
Most of these tattoos I got in Hawaii, and they have a lot of meaning to it. Like I have an eagle tattoo that's supposed to represent my father's tattoo that he had, the same exact spot. I got a
Are you
tattoo.
Polynesian?
No, I'm not Polynesian. I'm Nicaraguan, Central American. Yeah. I was in the military for 3 years, active duty, and every weekend when I was getting off from work, I used to go downtown just to get tattooed by this tattoo artist named Unamas. And I loved getting tatted, like, you know, like I felt like it was a way of expression, you know, expressing myself in a way, putting artwork on my skin.
So what made you want to join the military?
My father was in the military,
Okay.
and I was an army brat, so I lived through all he did, and I question a lot about what he did, you know. I don't see him anymore, but it made me decide to join the military just to see what he went through.
So what kind of things did you learn in the military?
A lot of things, you know, survival, team skills, you know, learn how to build a team, how to work together, learn responsibility, discipline.
Keeping in shape?
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. I work out every day now. Like, I think working out is one of the most important things in your life, because life is easy. Everything is easier, and everyone's getting lazier because you know how life is. You can drive a fucking car, but maybe you should just take a walk or a jog or something like that. Your body needs it.
So you still keep in touch with people from the military?
Oh yeah, I do. I keep in touch with them when we play video games, when I'm free or when I'm available.
Yeah.
We talk and we take care of each other like brothers, you know, like if there's something wrong going on with him, I would tell him, you know, I would offer help. Like even if you're like 1,000 miles away from me, I'm always there to help you out because you're my brother at the end of the day.
Do y'all have like reunions and stuff or no?
We're planning on having a reunion probably later this year. We're all gonna meet up probably somewhere in the city and just, you know, have fun, talk to each other, do what we used to do when we were in the barracks.
Yeah.
You know, just talk to each other, you know, keep each other updated and make sure we take care of each other, you know.
So how difficult was basic training?
Basic training depends. It's hard mentally than it is physically. And you'll realize it as you keep going, as you progress, that your body can do more than you thought it could. Like, I felt like giving up on the first week, but I never did because, you know, like I was building that resilience, you know? And it helped me understand that my body needed that, you know. Basic training taught me, you know, like I could do much more than what I thought I could. It's a good experience to go through.
So is there any kind of like bullying in there or no?
Bullying or hazing, not really. The drill sergeants there, like, they make sure that we're all the same. You know, we all got the same haircuts, we all got buzz cuts, we're all wearing the same uniform, and we're all in this together. If someone fails, we all fail. If we all do good, we all do good. That's how it works.
What do you think is your biggest accomplishment in life?
Biggest accomplishment in life. I guess getting an apartment. It doesn't seem much, but
Here in New York?
I live in New York, yeah.
You got an apartment in New York?
Not in New York City, but in Staten Island.
Oh, Staten Island?
Yeah, like,
Some nice views out there.
huh?
Nice views out there.
Yeah. one of the accomplishments, yeah, is getting an apartment and renovating it. It made me feel more responsible with what I was doing with my life, and I'm proud of it.
Do you think it's easier to be a man or a woman?
Say again?
Do you think it's easier to be a man or a woman?
I think it's easy to be a woman, probably.
In what way?
I mean, I see it a lot. Like I feel like we both equally have, our pros and cons. But I feel like, like women, physically it's easy for them, but for men, I think mentally it's hard for them, So it's easy for women to do stuff physically, and for men it's hard for them to do things physically, So I feel like it just goes that way, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's really hard to explain, but
I think like the main thing for me is a woman could be a housewife, a man could never get away with that. If you said you were a house husband, everybody would look down on you, right?
Yeah, they would.
People would be like, what's wrong with this guy?
I broke my leg like a few months back,
Yeah.
and I felt like shit for being a house husband, I guess, But I think today's society, everyone's realizing that everyone should work, to provide for your kids or your family.
Right.
And I think it's cool that how we're progressing together.
All right, now, how many more questions you want to do? We're at 26 minutes now.
I mean, you can do as much as you want. I'm just getting drunk right now.
Now, okay, you say you were in the military. What kind of places you travel to?
I went to South Korea. I went to Louisiana, Hawaii, the Big Island, like most of the islands there. And I'm going to other places too, but I can't say. Like, I went to Washington D.C. for the January 6th incident that happened.
Oh, the Capitol? Was
The
that
Capitol, yeah.
Oh,
And I saw a lot of things, and it was really cool to experience that. Like, I'm going through history right now.
Yeah.
One day it's gonna be on the textbooks, And I was there.
So what's the best place to travel to for you?
To travel?
Yeah. You like Louisiana?
So, like I said, I was an army brat. That means my father was in the military, so I had to travel a lot.
Yeah.
So he was stationed in Germany, and going to France was one of my favorite places to go to. Like,
What'd you like about it?
just I was a kid, so I don't remember much, but I just like the the Eiffel Tower. I like a lot of stuff out there, and I like history, So
Yeah.
I think like that's probably what got me inspired with history, like to see all these old buildings and all these landscapes and monuments. It's cool to like understand why they're here,
Are you a content creator?
No, I'm not a content creator, but that's one of the things I want to be. But
What kind of content would you make if you were a content creator?
if I was a content creator, it would probably be like somewhere like music or vlogging, just to show people what I do,
Are you a metalhead?
Metalhead,
Yeah.
not too much of a metalhead. Like I like to listen to rock here and then, classic rock and rap. I like to be diverse with music, Like
Okay.
that's one thing in the military. Everyone's got their own music, and we all come together to play our own music. And you get music from everywhere. Like it's really
So
diverse.
You were exposed to like different kinds of hobbies.
Yeah, different people from different states, from different countries. It was really cool to meet them.
Any specifically interesting people in the military that you met? Anyone that stands out?
I would say the islanders in Hawaii, from Guam,
Yeah.
like native islands like that. Like they were the most interesting people to meet. Like their lifestyle, like how they like party, how they eat, go out and have fun. Like it was really cool to learn their language here and then. It was cool, to learn the lifestyle they have. Like it was interesting to see what they do.
Do you miss Hawaii?
Yeah, I miss it in a heartbeat, but I can always go back because my girlfriend's from Hawaii.
Oh, right. Is she Polynesian?
She's Hawaiian and white.
Okay. That's an interesting mix. That's awesome, though, that you got her to come with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. That all happened from online dating.
Oh, that happened with Tinder?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. What do you think drew her into you?
I mean, like I said, like
Pictures?
the pictures. Like people say don't judge a book by its cover. I obviously looked at the cover.
Yeah, they always look at
and
the
I loved it. That's one thing.
Yeah.
God gave us eyes and sight, so might as well use it.
So when did you know that she was the one?
when I was leaving Hawaii, we were together for like a year, and you know, I asked her if you want to move on and have a new chapter in life with me, and she said yes. You know, like I was like, you know what, might as well come to New York with me. You know, she did it. You know, she dropped everything she had in Hawaii and sacrificed everything that she did, and you know, came to New York, and I appreciate her for that. You know, now we have our own jobs, we work, we live in a nice apartment together now.
Are your personalities similar or different?
I would like to say more different.
Different?
And I think different is cool because you learn a thing or two from being different. And then eventually you guys become same, you know?
Right.
Like you guys kind of like mix your differences together.
Do you think opposites can attract?
Opposites.
Like let's say like it was like I'm a serious guy, right? Let's say the woman is not very serious. She likes to joke around. You think we could be together?
Oh yeah. I think that can work because it'll probably open a door that you never knew that you had in the back of your head. You know?
Yeah. Do you have any special talents?
I don't know, to be honest. I'm not that kind of guy to, you know, find a talent or anything like that. But if I had to pick, it would probably be like, you know, drawing or maybe rappelling off of a fucking cliff. So I learned that in the military.
That's cool. Like kind of like you hang from a rope.
Yeah, hang from a rope and then, you know, just slowly slide down or climb up.
So it's like a physical kind of activity.
Yeah, it's a physical activity. Yeah.
Do you think that's like a requirement to be in the military? Do you have to be a physical guy?
Oh yeah,
So
definitely.
you can't be like, you know, a frail kind of guy like Joyce.
If you're frail and you got the heart to push on,
Yeah.
people will see that and will be patient with you. Like if they see that you're giving up, they're not gonna like that, you know. Like I was frail when I joined the military, and you know, I learned how to, you know, man up, push myself through, and I appreciate that now, you know.
Now you said you're Nicaraguan. A lot of Nicaraguans can trace their ancestry back to maybe Spain or the Native Americans.
Or Asian.
How important is ancestry to you? Because all these people are doing DNA tests now and they're trying to find out where they came from. How important is that to you?
So yeah, that's funny because our friend, he just recently got his DNA tested, and we learned a lot about his, you know, DNA, and it's just funny, you know, like to see where his origin is at, you know. We never expected that he was gonna be from this certain, you know, origin, and it's just cool. I think it's really cool to know where your roots are back, where it's traced back. But I don't think you should take it too seriously where you think you make it into a personality, you know what I'm saying? Like, just because you figure out that you're like this percentage of this race, doesn't mean you should, you know, think that you have privilege or anything else, you know? Just be who you are, you know? Like, don't make that into a personality. I don't like that.
All right, now you are with your girlfriend now for a long time. How important is marriage to you?
Marriage, I think marriage is more like a religion thing, and yeah, I feel like it's more like a religion thing, you know? Like, not a lot of people practice the religion and all that, but I don't think it's really that important, you know? As long as you guys are together and you guys are faithful, then that's good, you know?
Yeah. All right, now what motivates you in life?
My motive?
Yeah.
It's just to keep grinding and making money and support the people around you. That's all.
What kind of apps do you use?
Apps, like, I use Instagram, I use Reddit, like, you know, all the apps, like, you know, like to look at pictures, some memes, YouTube, just watch videos, you know, or like watch video games or Twitch streamers, you know. Pretty much that's all I do.
Can you say anything in a foreign language?
I guess Spanish.
Okay. What is some like Nicaraguan slang?
Honestly, I really don't know any slang there. Like, I'm not what's it called?
Fluent?
Yeah, I'm not fluent with Spanish, you know. But,
Oh, that's right, because your dad was a military guy.
yeah,
himself.
so I moved around, you know. Like, I learned German when I was a little kid, but I don't even remember any of the words from German, you know.
All right, now, when do you think is the prime of a human being's life?
Say again?
When do you think is the prime of a human being's life? Where do you think you peak?
I think the peak would be probably in your 30s.
30? Why do
Because
you
you're
say
in your probably 30s or late 30s. Because in your 20s you should figure out. I mean, I still haven't figured out what I want to do, but like I feel like you had a whole decade to figure yourself out. You know what I'm saying? Or at least know what you like to do or what you want to accomplish. And then in your late 30s you should like at least settle down a little bit more.
So it's gonna be downhill from there.
I guess so, like a little bit, yeah, 30s, maybe 40s.
Do you think that women are attracted to bad boys?
Oh yeah, of course. I see it a lot, you know, in high school. I seen it you know, in college and all that, in the military. Girls love bad boys because you know why? Nice guys are fucking boring at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one wants a boring person. You know, they want somebody that does something
Someone
thrilling.
who's like who's out there.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, like thrill, like something thrilling.
All right, now, do you want to plug any of your social media?
My social media?
Yeah.
I mean, you could just follow me on Instagram, Alex Sweatpants. I don't post much. Maybe I just post pictures of my dog and my cat, you know. You guys can see that if you want, or if you want to talk and have a real conversation, just DM me, you know.
Yeah. Do you want to give a shout out to anybody?
I want to give a shout out to you,
Thank
the
you.
one that's recording, for, you know, giving me the time to talk to you and actually, you know, putting myself out there.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody that's watching. Shout out to my boys. Shout out to everybody, I guess. But
Do I have your permission to put this on the internet?
yeah, on the internet, who's watching this, that's taking their time to listen to me. There you go.
Thank you.
Cheers.